Have you ever wondered if the younger generations truly notice the way you live? Sometimes, after 70, it can feel as though the world is rushing past new technologies, new habits, new values. You may feel that your way of life belongs to another time. But here's the truth. Each year you live becomes even more precious, and your life is quietly teaching lessons to those around you. Younger people may not always say it out loud, but there are qualities they deeply admire in you. Today, let's talk about 5 powerful things seniors do that younger generations secretly look up to. And as we go along, I'll share the story of Tom and Nancy, 2 seniors whose lives reflect these quiet strengths. Thing number 1, resilience through life's challenges. You've seen hard times, wars, recessions, health struggles, the loss of loved ones. Yet, you kept moving forward. To younger generations, this resilience is like watching a strong tree that has weathered countless storms and still stands tall. Think of Tom. In his 70s, he faced a serious illness. There were long days in the hospital, moments when the pain was heavy. But instead of giving up, he chose to keep a positive spirit. He cracked little jokes with the nurses, teased his grandchildren when they visited, and reminded his children to live fully, even while he was in a hospital bed. Later, his family admitted they learned more about courage from Tom during those months than in all the years before. They saw that resilience isn't about never falling. It's about rising again with grace and strength. And that's what younger people admire in seniors like you. They see someone who has survived losses, disappointments, and changes, yet still greets each morning with hope. That quiet strength inspires them in ways they may never say aloud. Thing number 2, cherishing relationships over possessions. In a world where everything is measured by money, status, or possessions, you've learned the deeper truth. Life is not about how much you own, but about who you love. Younger people notice how you value family dinners, handwritten letters, phone call with old friends, and simple time spent together. These may seem ordinary, but to younger generations, they are extraordinary. Take Nancy, for example. She never had great wealth. Her house was modest, her furniture simple, but every corner of her home was filled with warmth. The smell of homemade cookies, the sound of laughter at the dinner table, and the way she listened carefully to each grandchild's story. These became her legacy. Her grandchildren didn't care about fancy gifts or expensive vacations. What they admired most was how Nancy remembered the little things. Their favorite color, their best friend's name, their dreams for the future. To them, that love was worth more than any treasure money could buy. This is something younger generations look up to, the ability to place people above possessions. In a world where more is often seen as better, your way of valuing relationships shows them what really matters. Thing number 3, patience and perspective. The modern world is fast. Emails, deadlines, constant notifications. Younger generations often feel anxious, overwhelmed, and pressure to keep up. And then they look at you. They see someone who has lived long enough to know most problems will pass, and time has a way of healing. Tom once said to his daughter, when she was panicking about losing a job, "This may feel like the end, but it's really just a bend in the road." Those words, spoken calmly and with conviction, carried her through a dark time. That's the gift seniors give, perspective. You've lived through decades of change. Presidents and leaders come and go. Economies rise and fall. New technologies replace old ones. And through it all, life continues. That wisdom, that steady calm in the storm, is something younger people secretly long for. Your patience shows them that rushing doesn't always bring answers, and that sometimes the best thing to do is wait, breathe, and trust that tomorrow may look different. Thing number 4, gratitude for simple joys. Gratitude is one of the most beautiful lessons seniors pass down. In a world of endless comparison, bigger houses, faster cars, more social media followers, many young people chase after more, yet feel emptier than ever. But seniors, you often find happiness in the little things. The warmth of a cup of tea on a cold morning, the sound of birds singing at sunrise, a familiar hymn, or the laughter of family around the table. Nancy once told her granddaughter, "The secret to joy is not having more, but noticing more." Those words changed how her granddaughter looked at life. She began writing down small blessings, like the smell of rain or the smile of a stranger, and she carried that habit into adulthood. Younger people admire this ability to slow down and appreciate what they often overlook. Your gratitude reminds them that true joy isn't in achieving everything, but in cherishing what's already here. Thing number 5, passing down wisdom and traditions. Finally, one of the greatest gifts seniors give is wisdom. You carry within you stories, traditions, and lessons no textbook can teach. You are living libraries, passing on knowledge not just through words, but through example. Tom's grandson once said, "Grandpa, I learned more about life from your fishing stories than from any class in school." To Tom, those stories were simple memories. To his grandson, they were lessons about patience, persistence, and enjoying the journey. Nancy, too, passed down family recipes, songs, and stories of her own childhood. To her grandchildren, those weren't just traditions. They were roots, reminders of who they were and where they came from. This is what younger generations secretly admire most, the way seniors keep history alive. In a world that moves so quickly, your wisdom slows it down, reminding them of what lasts. So, if you've ever felt invisible, remember this. Younger generations are watching. Even if they don't say it, they admire your resilience, your patience, your gratitude, your values, and your wisdom. You may not always hear the words "thank you," but your life is inspiring them more than you know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think younger people admire most about your generation? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your words could encourage someone who needs this reminder today. And if this message touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe for more uplifting content, and share it with someone who might need encouragement right now. Because the world needs your wisdom now more than ever.